Hi there, it's Rachel Martin, and you're listening to Parenting Teens Podcasts. Hi, welcome to another Parenting Teen podcast. This week, I've recorded a podcast that I've wanted to do for ages. It's how I think generically what might be going on in a teen's brain in a normal day in their life. It comes from all the things I've learned from being a youth worker, a therapist, and talking to a lot of different teenagers just to see some of their experiences. So caveat, I am a therapist. This isn't a story from any one of my clients. It's just an amalgamation of information I've picked up over time. And the point of this episode for parents is to enable you to empathise with your teenagers. Like really begin to understand what it feels like to live their life in their shoes. So not from your point of view, not with all the knowledge that you have now that you're older, but actually from their perspective, from what they know and from what they see and have to survive through. It's a complicated little journey, and most of you who listen to this, I'm sure appreciate that. But I just wanted to kind of open the window a bit to what it can be like to be living as a teenager now. So I hope you find it helpful, and I hope you find that it helps you to maybe look at what your teen's going through just with a different perspective, just with a different understanding. As always, let me know what you think. I've got no idea how this is going to land, so I'm just going to go with it as per normal. So as the day starts and I slowly open my eyes, I realise it must be morning, but I've no idea what time it is. I just know I'm wishing with all of my heart I didn't have to get up. Oh, I'm still so tired. I've got no idea what time I went to sleep last night. I do remember talking with Sarah. She's not having the best time at the moment. I was talking with her, and then I remember getting sucked into watching some videos. I had to stop myself worrying about her all night. And then it all just goes a bit blank. Oh, hang on. All right. Phone data says it was 2:30 a.m. when I stopped watching videos. Damn. Oh, I'm so tired. Hang on, what's that noise? Oh, I recognise that. It's the bellow from downstairs. Are you up yet? Okay, I hear you. Time to drag myself out of bed. Oh, but it's so lovely and safe here. I hate getting up. Just kind of snuggle into the covers a little bit first. I know there's an internal battle coming in my head. Like, is there any way on earth that I can just wangle to stay here today? To just not get up? Okay, I know this thought isn't helping. Okay, feet, just get your feet out of bed. Just connect them to the floor. Oh, okay, we're getting up. So the day begins. So my morning routine kicks in. All the time, I just am trying to not focus on what I know is coming. Just don't think about the day ahead. That boring, load of telling, anxiety-inducing, competitive, social nightmare called school. Just stop it. Just get dressed. Okay, face the reality. I know I'm going to have to go. So now I'm at the door, shoes on. I have avoided engaging with anyone this morning. It's not because I don't like them. I just really don't like mornings. Anyway, I'm at the door and I'm a whole minute early. I'm a little bit chuffed with that, to be honest. Not that anybody else ever notices. But never mind. Oh, hang on. Hold up. Is it Tuesday? Oh, crap, it's Tuesday. Oh, no, it's PE. Where the hell is my kit? Oh, yeah, because I just needed another rubbish reminder why leaving my room in this mess is not helpful. Not that I'm ever going to tell Mum about this, but this really isn't helping, and now is not the time to go down that rabbit hole of self-disappointment about the state of my room. Oh, there it is. Okay, kit in bag. Got my lunch. Okay, we're only 2 minutes late, so things could be worse. This is pretty much a normal kind of morning. Oh, okay. Now the hideous bus. A load of people all proving that they like to rule the bus. And the rest of us, Well, we're just sitting on it trying not to be noticed. Please, can you just get me to school without any drama today? So off to school, the social bubble where I can never escape people. There is no escape from the never-ending drama. Or the drama-loving idiots who just make life more complicated. I'm back in the place where 90% of the people I either don't get on with, I don't share anything with, and I have absolutely no familiarity with them at all. But there's luckily this core 10% who, let's be honest, are the only reason that school is okay. Why is it so hard for people to get as well that as an adult, if you don't like someone, you just don't have them in your life? Like, you can choose not to be where they are. And even if it's at work, you can still avoid them or not have to engage with them a lot. And that's seen to be okay. Or even if you have to pretend, you get money to do work. And come on, that's a very tangible reward for dealing with people who annoy you or you don't get on with. Look at it from my point of view. At school, it's just horrid. I can't escape them. Like, if I want to tell them to go and do one, or I decide that I'm going to ghost them, I'm never going to get away with that. Because the reality check is, I'm with these people for at least the next 3 years. There is no escape. If I annoy someone, they're going to remember that. And not only that, they're going to tell everyone. So everyone knows everything. There genuinely is no escape. And I hate it. So the only trick I've learned to survive is to go as unnoticed as I can. And trust me, I wish that was an easy thing to do, but it actually takes loads of energy. Drama is so the lifeblood of school, and not getting dragged into it is hard. But as I've learned, and I trust myself now, because I've learnt the hard way, it is essential not to get dragged into any drama. So anyway, let's think about today. I've just got to get through the day. I just need to survive it and then I can get back home. But that's not easy. There's this annoying pressure and expectation that hits in every single classroom. These messages of more effort and the most important time of your life and it's your responsibility. These messages are just ringing in my ears and I can't forget them. And let's be honest, I'm so not in the mood for this today. I still haven't seen Sarah either and I want to see how she's doing. Okay, 2 classes and then it's break. And one of these classes is okay, so that's all right, but lesson 2, it's hideous. I hate this subject. The teacher, I swear, is an idiot. I never understand, why do people become teachers when they clearly don't like kids? The constant raised voice, and he's just so strict. And when exactly did reading a PowerPoint out loud constitute teaching us? It's just so boring. Great. And as usual, Ben is seeing a challenge in pushing this teacher to their limits again. I swear he thinks it's a game. Ben, being one of those mad drama-loving people I spoke about earlier, he really just doesn't care. Like, how do people do that? Now it feels even worse in here. I just want to get the info I need and get out. But clearly that isn't today's plan for me. Break time. Right, find my mates. We chew over what's going on, how class is, a quick moan about what's going on for the rest of the day. But today I'm just going to stand and listen. I don't want to be the centre of attention. Like, they're really good mates and I do feel comfortable with them. I'm just not in the chatty mood today. And that's okay, because clearly Flo is in the chatty mood, so she can bridge the gap for me. Although I do need to make sure I don't raise suspicion that something's wrong, because I know that's just going to lead to questions at lunchtime. Going to have to think about this. Anyway, break's over, so I grab Joe and we walk to our 3rd lesson. Through the busy corridors, and everyone's always shoving and talking so loudly. Honestly, it's nothing short of rubbish. I so hate this. Okay, so we're at class, in we go. So I'm okay with this class. Joe's with me and that just makes it so much easier. Plus, it is a bonus that the teacher is actually human. But man, they do like to load on the homework. It's all well and good giving 2 weeks to do the piece of homework, but making it a 2-hour bit of work? Yeah, that's really not cool. Now, logically, I know doing an hour a week would be the same as any other homework I've been set weekly. But come on, let's get real. No one does that. It's going to be a mad rush the day before, and it ain't going to be 2 hours effort. I know it won't. Let's just hope I can get away with it for another couple of weeks. So I'll fast forward to when I leave the social hell after 2 more lessons and lunch. I've survived lunch by sitting with my friends and even managing to laugh once or twice. I love how they can pick me up without even knowing they're doing it. They so just get me. I shouldn't have worried at break that they were going to question me. I know they aren't like that. They know me well enough that sometimes I'm just not in that place. And love them, they so see that as okay. There was the usual disaster of English, as to be expected. It's that one class that holds the most anxiety for me. The teacher likes to do seating plans, and I've really not done well out of this strategy. I always end up next to someone who, in some way, I find annoying. Why I never get to sit next to my mates when apparently it's completely random is just a bit annoying. Anyway, English. This means the potential to be asked to read aloud. Why do they do that? The pressure is ridiculous. The chance of a mistake is huge. And it leads to nothing but everyone staring at me and a very easy way to take the mickey if I mess up. Alongside this risk, our teacher always likes to ask questions as well, and then says, "There's no right or wrong, so don't worry about what you're going to say," as if that's going to help. It's just your interpretation. Oh, come on. You have to understand that's stupid. This is the most boring book known to man, and to be able to answer your question and speak up in front of everyone, which, yes, I will remind you, means everybody in class looks at me and I get a burning, roasting, red-hot face. It means I have to understand this book. And everyone's going to judge me on what I understand on it and what I say. Oh, seriously, the potential in English for disaster is huge. It can literally be like social suicide. Now, it's true, I know it doesn't always happen that I get picked on, but I can't express enough the fear I have going into that lesson, knowing that one day it's going to be my day, and that fear is real, and I honestly so hate it. But I have to be honest, I did survive today, free of social embarrassment. I do, however, have 4 more bits of homework, and from what I've seen today, I've also got worry about Sarah. It looks like she's still not okay, and I can't stop worrying and thinking about her. Note to self, I must try and make her smile at least once later. She'd do that for me. So I'm back on the rubbish bus, and I'm avoiding eye contact with just about everybody, just trying to focus on how close I am to home. Oh, so I get in, bag down, shoes off, and I just want to stop. I just want to stop doing anything and not think. Oh, okay, no, Mum's asking about my day and reminding me of the list of jobs. Empty my lunchbox, shoes on the rack. Oh, and you still need to tidy that pit of a room. Yeah, great. Thanks, Mum. Just not right now, please. I do get you're being interested and I do appreciate it. But why can't you read me like my friends do? I just don't need this right now. So I quickly get back to the sanctuary of my room. I just lay on my bed for a moment. Just 1 minute to think and feel nothing for a second. I know this wallow won't help me. I know I should be doing my homework. Oh, homework. Just 5 minutes online to distract myself from my thoughts. Oh, what? It's been an hour? How did that happen? Oh, okay, I've got to do my homework. I've got to get on with it. Okay, so 2 bits done pretty quickly. They were straightforward. Brilliant. Only 1 more bit to go. Oh, hang on. Dinner's ready. Okay, so I've got to stop. Mum's going to want me down there now. She shouted, I've got no time. Oh, this is so going to ruin my flow. Okay, so just eat dinner. Oh, I do love that Mum cooks for me and I don't have to do this myself. I hope she knows I appreciate it. Although, if I'm honest, spag bowl is so not my favourite. But ho-hum, I'm feeling fuller. Okay, back to homework. Oh, hang on. Sarah's messaged. Oh, I've got to speak with her. She's so important to me. I'll do my homework after. I'll do it after. And then Mum bursts in my room. Why is knocking so hard to understand? Like, I just want a bit of privacy. And the shock of you just appearing really doesn't help me, if I'm honest. Anyway, now we're back to earache, as I've been home over 2 hours and my room's still a mess. And she's walking around my room, picking up bits off my floor. Yeah, all right, bowls, glasses, and probably a pair of dirty socks. She's telling me how annoying all this is. Yeah, thanks, Mum. Final annoyance, nail in the coffin. She asked me about my homework. Oh, just back off. I'm trying. I'm gonna do it. And then finally everyone's in bed and the house is quiet. No one's bursting in my room. No more comments or thoughts from others. And I can just breathe. Okay, back to that stupid bit of homework. I've got to get it done. Or, oh, hang on. There's 6 snaps. I haven't even looked at them. Oh, and the group chat's lighting up. Oh, I can't leave people unopened. And I've got to know what's going on. Otherwise, it's social suicide. And that is definitely going to lead to a million questions tomorrow. Okay, just do that. Then I'll do my homework. Then I'll wake up to the echo of the shout downstairs. You have got to be kidding me. It's morning. It's time to get up. Oh no, I hear you. I just can't believe I'm back here again. Off we go for another day that apparently I'm supposed to understand is the best days of my life. That's hilarious. So that's just a quick insight into some of the things that can be potentially happening in your teen's brain. If you can imagine going through the day with all this going through your head constantly, and you're supposed to be learning and listening to other people and the million other priorities that people put on you and the million expectations of what's right and what's wrong, it just can be really complex. Now, if I'm honest, I could have made this episode half an hour. I could have really drummed in on how it feels when we remind them that they're going to be late, or we do the sigh ourselves when they don't do things that we ask them to. But the point of this episode is just to give you a bit of an insight of how much they can be in their own heads and what it is that really matters to them. I know I haven't given you loads of things to do that can help if your teen is going through this sort of thing. That's something that maybe you'll find in one of my other podcasts or somewhere on my social media posts. All I wanted you to get from this is it's really busy in the teen brain. There's so much going on, and if you can just take one step back to understand this from their point of view, it is going to make your relationship better. It really will make a difference. You know your teen. You'll be able to read the signs if they're finding things a bit difficult. So do what you can to help them with what can be a really complex journey. So that's it for this episode. Thank you so much if you've listened this far. I really hope you've enjoyed it and found it useful. Don't forget to never miss another episode. Please click the subscribe button on whatever platform you're listening on. As always, if you have any feedback or ideas, please do get in touch. I always love to hear from anyone who's been listening to these. You can find me at teentherapist.online.com for my website, or Facebook and Instagram. I'm Teen Therapist Rachel Martin. I will always reply, so please, if you have anything you want to let me know about or ask about, please do just get in touch. And if you're feeling really, really lovely and you're listening on Spotify, you could leave me a review, which would really mean the world to me. Once again, I'd just like to say thanks, and I hope you have a super lovely day.